Everyone, welcome back to another show. I think I need to turn the music up. It's a little bit low actually. Dude, it's so hard doing all that stuff, but I'll have to go tweak that in behind the scenes. Craig GM, mate. Tuesday here in Australia, Monday obviously around the rest of the world. 1st of July, so pinch and punch to everyone worldwide. New financial year, Craig. So I hope you took those tax losses. I hope you made all the gains you wanted in 2023, 2024, 2025. I haven't clicked any buttons today, so I haven't made a taxable transaction yet. I don't know when I'm going to. So, mate, how are you today, GM?
Hey, Greeny. Good day, everyone. Yeah, good, man. Just been battling trying to claim this bloody grind thing, man. I don't know what other people are finding, but yeah, I actually stayed up for, it was 1 a.m. our time. I was like, oh, fuck, I'll try and claim it. And then at 1 a.m. my time, you couldn't claim, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to bed, usual shit, right? So we can have a look live on stream now, but no, good, bro. We'll do the stream, then I go get my hand scanned, see what the go, see if I need surgery or not. So I'll know in a couple of hours, so that'll be good. But other than that, things look good. I'm just catching up with Bitcoin. Bumped its head again at 108, did it? Yeah, so it's kind of rejected there quite a few times now. So maybe lower for a bit. So I'm looking for entries at the moment.
Yeah, we're in a range. We're just in a range, and it's a good opportunity for alts and memes to sort of run it up if BTC and ETH particularly just oscillate sideways for a while. So that's really good. So GM Theo, GM, is it Pete? I can't remember if that's his name or not, but Pete EG, I think it says there. GM to Rizuko, GM to Mick Gribbs. He came into my chat straight away and said, "Wait, this isn't crypto tea," and I was like, "Lol."
Crypto tea.
Yeah, I was like, he's like, now he said jokes. I'm here for the men, so I appreciate it.
Sweet. Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, huge things happening at the moment, guys. Obviously, in the title, it kind of explains it all. Hyperliquid really leading the market, still back above $40. Otherwise, the rest of the market has kind of corrected a little bit today, say 6%, near 5%. BTC's down 1%. Solana also up, back over 155. We took a long on that in GTG yesterday. But yeah, the market, as I just said, it's ranging right now. SPX also down 8%. So guys, remember, red equals opportunity. So look for some opportunity, as Craig just said before. Pull out your fibs. We'll probably talk about it on the show today. Pull out your fibs and start looking for some good, juicy entries across the market, because we're starting to see some potential plays. Now, obviously in the title as well, Craig, we'll talk about the stock shortly, but Ethereum surges past 2.9 billion inflows across its ETF. Oh my God, this is the wrong screen. Across its, oh my God, that's also the wrong screen. Sorry, I was mucking around yesterday. There we go, chat. I was mucking around yesterday. So, yeah, over $2.9 billion have been inflowed into the ETF or all the ETFs for Ethereum, Craig. So, a lot of people are starting to get quite frothy on ETH. I know a lot of people obviously are underwater still from last cycle. I know I personally actually hold the majority of my crypto assets on ETH-based NFTs, Memecoins, or ETH-based ETH, right? So, pretty nuts to think about the amount of inflow that we've seen in Ethereum, but that's really good, right? Like, you want to have, like, I still think the top three are very clear. It's Solana, BTC, and ETH, and we'll really talk about Solana in a minute. But what do you think about all this, Craig? Like, is ETH still a good play for you moving forward? Like, do you think it makes an all-time high this cycle? Like, talk to us a little bit about that.
Whoa, it makes a new all-time high, dude. I don't know about that. Yeah, I'm reluctant to say. I don't know, man. No, maybe. But fuck, I'm scared to say that. Like, I got no. You know what? It doesn't look terrible chart-wise. ETH, it's okay. It could make an all-new time high. It's just leaving the run real late, isn't it? Like, if it is going to run, it's time's ticking, man. Like, it's it's got to go in the next sort of 6 months, 3 months. It's got to start going north. So, it doesn't make it a new all-time high. It hasn't looked like that for a couple of years, but it's starting to now. Those inflows, though, could mark a bit of a top, to be honest. So that sort of news there. What was it? The highest? Was it a record inflow?
It's all together. No, not too bad. I went and had a look this morning. Nothing out of the ordinary. So I think just over time, it's gotten to that mark. So I mean, and ETH is kind of oscillating sideways. Like, I'm greedy for a little bit lower before I personally look for some longs. I'd much rather it come back down towards probably 2.3, 2.4K. And then I'm pretty keen to probably look for a long around this vicinity here. So yeah, just staying patient on the markets right now. This is the big level for me, about that 2.4K mark for ETH. But yeah, so it's just good to see. I mean, it's nice to see that there's still like a big competition between Solana and ETH, because that's actually bullish. Like, that's bullish for our tech moving forward and whatnot. So that's good to see. But yeah, obviously the big news overnight, Craig, is obviously that you can actually now buy stocks on chain. Now, for me personally, we were talking about this very briefly before we jumped on, but you can actually swap Fartcoin with SPY, so the S&P 500, for example, if you really wanted to on chain, which is just absolutely nuts. Now,
this is what we're here for, Greeny. This is the tech.
I know, but I think people don't realize, like, G-Trade, for example, on Solana has been live for a long time, and you can trade gold on there, you can trade some stocks on there as well. So it's not like this is revolutionary overnight, and I think a lot of people don't even realize that. So big shout out to Aussie, who's shared that in GTG for many, many months. Like, I'm going to say 6 months plus. So people in GTG have been trading on-chain stocks for a while. It's not like a huge revolution overnight, but this is pretty big. You can obviously buy some stocks, obviously, on Solana, and I mean, even deeper, like Robinhood have brought it on, Bybit have brought it on, Kraken has brought it on. So, I mean, Craig, like, this is pretty good. Like, talk to me about what you think about this, because, like, you've obviously been a little bit more on this earth before me. So, what, like, in terms of like stocks, like, now that they're on-chain crypto, like, is like, you can't, like, you were there in 2008, like, you were at least aware of it. Like, I was a kid, like, it didn't really affect me at any capacity. But what, like, is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, well, look, I was there when Moses got the 10 Commandments.
Dude, take me back, bro. What about Jesus? How was when he met Jesus? Was he a good man?
This reminds me of when he parted the Red Sea. Similar moment.
Dude, memory. Yeah, good. That would have been sick to see live, bro. Like, that's better than any show live.
It was only second to the water into wine, man. That was pretty incredible as well. I'm a big fan of that one. But now, on a serious note, I mean, just that list, Robinhood, Bybit, Kraken, that's pretty good, bro. Like, that's some big exchanges / apps. Yeah, I think mad bullish. I think really bullish for Solana. Just the increased liquidity, the increased eyes, and I think just the normies being told that name, Solana.
That's it.
Yeah, it's all. I mean, when I saw that yesterday, the announcement, I was like, oh yeah, man. Like, it's just look, it's just another step forward. Is it a big step? Yeah, man. I think it's fairly big. Only big in the way that, like, I didn't realize you could do that, right? So, for me, even, like, I was like, whoa. So, if, caught my attention, maybe it catches attention of mums, dads, who knows? So, yeah, it's a maturing of the space. It's very, it's awesome. It's awesome. So, I don't know what it'll do to Solana, but I can only think it will do good things. I can't see what's the downside to this. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, and obviously, consequently, we have reached a new all-time high for stocks. So anyone who has ever bought stocks is in profit, which is just nuts, right? And Craig, just to reiterate that we in GTG are more than just a crypto trading group. I literally shield to everyone that I buyed the stock market during these lows, during the tariffs back in April. I bought the S&P 500, bought the NASDAQ, I bought a little bit of gold. I would have bought some of the stocks, but unfortunately in Australia, that's quite difficult to do. So I just bought the ETFs instead. I bought a few other things globally as well, VGS and another one as well, the global. So, and some more Indian ones and some gold as well. So, Craig, we're up 30%, mate, in the space of 2 months.
That's pretty good, man.
On the biggest stock market asset out there. It's just nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
Yeah, buying that dip was pretty good, dude. For crypto, for stocks, that was definitely a buy the news moment. 30% is pretty incredible, man. So it just shows you, even in slow moving stocks, you can get a good return if your entry's good. So 30% is the sort of stuff that would make mums and dads lose their minds.
Oh, bro, that's 3x on a normal yearly rate. Like, that's nuts, right? But again, it's only if you time the dip, Craig. And that's why this is a classic example of buying fear.
Yeah.
And we speak about it literally every week on the show. Every week on the show, we speak about that. And it's just like, this is clear evidence right now of why you buy fear. This might not have been the low. If we did go back down, tag this level, I would have bought more, because you don't get, like, look at this. This is history. Like, these are the dips literally since 2018. Anytime it goes about 20%, you buy the shit out of that dip.
Yeah.
You literally buy the shit out of it. And like, sure enough, look at it. It's gone crazy. So that's just based on historical returns. And you can't argue with, again, like the world's not gone away. The population continues to increase. Makes a lot of sense that these tech companies, who obviously make up the majority of the NASDAQ and the S&P, are going to keep continuing, right? A lot higher.
Yeah, I also, looking at this pattern here, just reminds me of a video. Was it Michael Pizzino put out yesterday, looking at the similarities, I think, between this cycle and the first Bitcoin cycle. And although it was in its infancy, that first cycle, he just showed a pattern that's repeating, which could be like a triple pump, which is basically, I'd have to go back to his video to show the chart, but basically shallowish it was quite big pullbacks in the first cycle, but it just continued up. So basically, go up, pull back 90%, continue up, pull back 60, 70%. Admittedly, it's a lot shallower now than it was then, but the pattern was fairly similar. It was just an interesting look at how potentially Bitcoin's movement's changing. Just reminds me of that chart you showed before, just that's almost triple pump. I'm wondering if Bitcoin's going to do something similar, whereby I don't think it's going to give it's not going to give minus 90% pullbacks. I don't think that's happening. It's been shallow, actually. I think, what are we, 20%?
Yeah, the biggest one's maybe 30% potentially.
Yeah, so just something to keep in mind, that this cycle may be slightly similar to then, but also, I guess, just different enough to trick fool most of us, but something to consider, and perhaps suggesting that the cycle does go deeper and longer. Mum joke there than maybe we're all expecting. So. That was just an interesting perspective to me. I'm not saying that's correct. I always like hearing other opinions or seeing other sides or takes, because it just keeps you. Otherwise, you can get quite confident in your own thesis, can't you? And it's good for someone to say, "Hey, have you thought about this?" Whereby you might go, "Fuck, hang on," or it might be completely wrong, but it's just something to consider. But, dude, all good, right?
If we look at this, like 1, 2, 3, like it could, and like I just showed before, guys.
Exactly what he was saying that what he was looking at structurally was, we've only had the first of 3.
Yeah, like I mean,
we could go fucking high, bro. But it could get quite frothy. So especially the last pump, that's the one where it'll probably pump and dump fairly quick.
100%.
So it's not like you're going to get lots of exits, if that makes sense. It's going to be quite fast. The second one, perhaps not as fast. And you may have to ride a pretty big pullback into that third pump. Just something to keep in mind. I'm not even saying that's true. No one really knows what the truth is or what's going to happen. We can only theorize. But, bro, I don't mind that theory. I'll take a triple pump. That sounds nice. The emotions will get wild.
I would give clarity. I'll say I would give that confluence if we go like this for like until 2026. Yeah. If we don't, then this is still the second pump in my opinion. Agreed. So it kind of negates that whole story, to be honest. So, look, I agree. It's great thesis, those boys, that they do, but they do pump a bit of shit into their videos. That's for sure. Classic clickbait rubbish, YouTube stuff. Trust me. I mean, I could be doing it. I don't really do it. So
yeah. I get you. But look, I'm comfy. Great to see stock market was an all-time high.
All-time highs. Yeah.
Actually, did I see that Australia hit all-time high real estate last week? It was the average house price of in Australia $1 million we hit.
It probably is, yeah. I mean, particularly like in the southeast corner, Craig, I'm pretty sure the average is now $1 million. It's crazy.
$1 million average house price, dude, in Australia. Like, that's fucking
It's
crazy.
So unachievable. It's so unachievable for literally everyone. Like, okay, we go back to my father when he was in the 80s. So this is the 80s, 40 years ago. It was like 3x your yearly income is how much it would cost to buy a house. It's now, 3x your yearly income.
Yeah.
But that's before tax, before paying bills, before paying groceries, all that, it's just 3x your income. It's now like 8 or 9x your income on the Australian average. So like people, like I know in America, it's so fun. I've been seeing like Easy and stuff talk about buying houses and stuff. I'm like, bro, I wish it was that easy in Australia, because it's literally the opposite. It's like peak, as you said, Craig, peak all-time highs. I'm literally chatting to my mortgage broker right now, my accountant right now. I'm like, how can I even like get my money out of crypto, out of the business, into my personal name tax efficiently so that we can put a deposit on a house? Like it's so, and even then, like $300,000 to cover stamp duty. If I want a loan for what do we want, stamp duty is $50,000. Like, what the fuck, bro?
It's a
like,
good golden handshake, for the government, man.
Dude, Australia's just ripping your, and this is why we're in crypto. This is why we're in crypto, because Australia just rips you to shreds. The government rips you to shreds. Beautiful country, very expensive in certain different ways, Craig. But I mean, renting gives you flexibility, all those sorts of things. So I don't mind that at all.
Sup, Cappy, sup. Yeah, the housing market here is extremely overpriced, but probably also shows you I guess you could also say the depreciation of the dollar and how much weaker, what its buying power is compared to what it was 40 years ago. It's pathetic. So houses worth $1 million, or is the dollar just lost 90% of its value? Is another way I guess we could look at it. But either way, regardless of all that nonsense, that's why we're in crypto, because God knows if you're just earning fiat, I don't know how you buy a house now. If you're a university graduate, you're starting out.
You're in my industry. You're earning, like, it takes you 8 years, and then by your 8th year, you get paid 105, 110 max, I think. That's literally the average income in our country. In our country these days.
Yeah.
Nuts. How is anyone supposed to get ahead with that unless you move to the whoop, save a lot of money out there, or buy a house out there, and then you're in the middle of nowhere, no family, no friends, you hate where you live. Like it's nuts.
Yeah, someone in Canada saying their average price was $1 million a few years ago. Yeah, Canada's probably fairly similar.
Yeah, Canada, Australia, very similar, I think. Yeah.
So I think quite safe, probably pretty good employment numbers, but overpriced for sure. But the housing market being so high does lend itself to all the other markets doing well. So a healthy housing market's a healthy all markets, really. Yeah,
literally the same thing as Australia. If you think, right, if you can save 30% of your yearly income, say it's 100 grand, that's 30K, that's 10 years to get to a 300K deposit, right? And then even then, your mortgage repayments are still like, could be $1,500 to $2,000 a week, and that's with that 20% deposit. So it's nuts, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, and then you've got to get lender's mortgage insurance. If you're loaning more than 80%, there's lender's mortgage insurance. It's about another 30 to 50 grand. So with stamp duty and that, it's about 100K. And contractual stuff with the government, it's pretty fucking. So out of you got 300K and then another little bit on top. Anyway, we could go on about that all day. It's expensive, but it bodes well for bull markets to just keep going until we blow off top. But tough to get in, man. Fucking tough.
Yeah, it is. So I mean, like, I mean, and I think we discussed this the other day as well, Craig. We're in the camp that we're like, well, should Greeny and Mrs. Greeny just stay liquid for the next 5 years?
Yeah.
Keep trading crypto, keep making money in that industry, accumulate enough wealth that you can buy a house outright. Hopefully, would be the goal, obviously, which is like, say, $1 million or 1.5 million in cash. Like, I don't know. And then you have no mortgage repayments. You just own your house, which is like next to, like, who even knows what the percentage of people that actually, all the baby boomers own their house. Like, we all know that, but which is like what, like 65 plus, I think. Maybe a little bit older. But yeah, it's crazy to think maybe that's a better opportunity. Just stay liquid, rent, keep bouncing around for a little bit longer, those sorts of things, and then just see. Yeah, taxation is really high. I mean, it's 45% here in Australia over 180K. So nuts.
It's expensive. So what we got? Greeny grind. How are we looking?
Yeah, let's talk about grind. So obviously, as Craig said, he tried to stay up to claim earlier at 1 a.m. in the morning. It says it came out 1:15, Craig. So he could have given it another 15 minutes, mate, and you would have been good and golden.
I'm looking, though. The thing is, although it went live, the claim didn't go live until another 4 hours later. So that's the controversy.
So then how is it, like, how is it dumping? Who is dumping the token if the claim is... Someone explain that to me, chat.
Interesting. I believe it was pre-sale people that weren't
Oh.
claiming or who bought the pre-sale.
Oh.
So insiders, friends and family, so, whatever. But man, there was so much fun on the timeline, bro. I was
Was
looking,
there?
yeah, he was getting fucking smashed.
So, yeah, interesting.
Because it looked like people were selling before the claim was live. So
Yeah.
it's like,
That's
man,
a big red flag, bro. That's a big
yeah,
red.
not great. I mean, that's the moment I shut my phone and went, fuck this. I'll look tomorrow. Like, let's just let the dust settle.
Oh shit! Easy just DM me and said the ETF is Wednesday. Oh my god!
Which ETF?
I didn't even see this. So,
Solana.
Yeah, Solana ETF was staking set to begin trading Wednesday. Dude, I literally, Craig, did we discuss this on the show yesterday? So the VIP, maybe not, no, because I chatted to a VIP guy yesterday. He knows someone, no names, a VIP member at GTG who made a lot of money last month. He knows a whale friend who turned like, I don't even know, $1,000 into 100 million or something.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely crazy. And but anyways, this whale guy is so well connected that he literally said to this guy who then translated to me, Greeny, the Solana ETF will be live early July. And I was like, oh shit, that's why I took the long. Like everyone in the group was like, oh, you sure? And I was like, well, yeah, actually from a TA perspective, I actually don't mind this. And here we are. It's live, Craig. So it pays to know people, Craig. That's why having community is such alpha. It is such alpha to have a community.
I agree, because you can't, as a, or you want to call yourself a sole trader or whatever, you're a mercenary by yourself. It's really tough to keep your eyes over the whole space, and that's actually one of the reasons why originally, when I created my group, sort of 2-3 years ago, it was mainly to trade meme coins and things like that, but also just the strength in numbers. And like with GTG now, if you've got 500 degens in the soul trenches, you don't miss a launch, man, because someone out of that 500 is going to spot it. So yeah, man, you want to hunt and pack. So when the trenches start to heat up, bro, this is what the trenches need right now.
Exactly.
This news here. Oh, bro, imagine if Pump Fund gets their token going now on top of all this.
So you know alpha about that. So talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, I don't know. Like, I'm just hearing whispers about that token coming along soon enough. It's nothing. It's nothing I would bet the house on, but I'm just starting to hear people talk about it, and it's people who have been around a long time.
Yeah.
So they are waiting for the catalyst to hit. So I don't know if it's soon, but I feel like it will be soon, man. Just it's the right time in the next few months. So I just feel like you add the Sol ETF combined with a Pump Fund drop. Ooh, man.
Dude, I can't believe I didn't see that tweet. What the hell? Anyways.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go find it.
So where are you reading about Pump.fun? And have they got their account back on X?
Let me go see. I don't even know if they've announced anything about the token.
Well, I swear it was supposed to be like late June, I swear. Like I thought that was the play. I don't know, maybe not.
Oh, they're back. Pump Fund. No, they're up.
Oh, they're live, yeah.
Did they say anything about it?
No, nothing.
No.
Okay, so
it's just rumors. Just rumors, nothing by them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it must be getting close. Must be getting. I'd be rich if I'd easy my DMs. Yeah, I know. Greeny with the friends and family pack. No, look, I can't say too much. I don't know anything officially. It's just unofficial chatter and group chats. Yeah, okay. So nothing I can hang my hat on. But when these guys talk, you listen. Put it that way. They're big whales, multi-cycle like you, lots of money on Sol. Yeah. I guess when you've got lots of money in a particular chain, you might get heads ups.
You might know the right certain people and whatnot.
Yeah, and devs as well. He's he's a dev as well, so they normally hear things sooner. So no, I can't. It's not like I rushed out and bought $1 million of Sol based on any news or anything like that. But it was just a couple of days ago he mentioned it, and just my ears pricked up because he doesn't say stuff like that often. So just made me go, okay, it might be time to get ready for some trenches.
I don't mind that at all. What I'm thinking about that too, like, so I heard that ETF news yesterday from that whale, and I was like, okay, well, fundamentally, if you take a trade here, I had two entries. I had an entry at 141 if we got back down there, and I had an entry at about 150.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, I'll open a larger trade. So I think I put 2.5 grand on it, only on 3x leverage. And I was like, look, it's time for me to take bigger swings on low leverage and just hold this sort of swing trade for the next couple of months. And this could print me like $15,000, for example, if it goes up a decent chunk. Like, so I know maybe not that much. Like, I mean, if it does get to my first TP of 180, like that's a really nice sort of trade from, well, what's that? Like a 23%. So it'll be about a 70% move. So 70%. Yeah. So not even 2.5 grand. So, but if it starts to rally to 250, like that's where it can really make some money, I reckon.
Yeah. We're starting to get a few good announcements again.
And rates will come down pretty much guaranteed from the next Fed meeting. Is pretty much like, I'm pretty sure he said, well, I can't remember exactly what he said, but it's supposed to be very, very good for crypto or risk on assets. Now, again, global liquidity continues to increase as far as I'm aware. Let me pull up that chart and have a look. Yeah, no, it's still steady, still very steady, but like, I mean, it does look good here, Craig, frothy market. Like, we haven't seen as much liquidity as we have seen previously. Like, if we have a look, okay, so the green, well, okay, the black line means BTC price. And oops. Oh my God, get off the screen. Okay. Black equals BTC price. Blue equals the M2 global supply. So as you can see, over time, it does increase. And the M2 growth year over year is the green bars down the bottom. And what you notice over time is when Bitcoin goes crazy, right? When there's a lot of liquidity, okay? 6%, 6%, 5%, 6%. Okay. That was in 2013. Okay. Look at this. 2016, okay, 5%, okay, a little bit of a drop off, but then we went absolutely nuts, all the way to 13% year over year, M2 growth money supply. Okay, same again here, 5%, we rallied really nicely, and then we went all the way up to 20%. Okay, this was post-COVID, right? That's why we went absolutely nuts, right, up to this level. We've seen a bit, which is why we've rallied really nicely, but if this gets a next leg up back towards sort of 12, 15%, BTC goes to 150K, easy. So this matched with rates coming down, with stock market at all-time highs, with the bubble that we're in, Craig, bro, it's hard not to seriously go, if we go to crazy levels in the next 6 months, we should probably take profit and stack just cash. I don't know. Like 2026, 2027, you remember that I'll have to try and find it, but the cycles and like people talk about the 18-year property cycle. I really don't think that applies to Australia in this current point of time. But the stock market cycle, I think it's called from memory. I'll see if I can find it, but it's where like 2026, I think was it's like it was created in like 1930s, Craig, about when bubbles would happen and crash. Like, do you remember seeing that visual?
I don't know.
I'll have to try and find it, guys. Hold on. So I can't remember what it's called. Someone in chat might know what I'm talking about, but I might have to try and find it. Anyways, if we can't find it, it's like historically, like it's supposedly predicted that I think 26 or 28 is a bearish year. So definitely worthwhile. I've posted a few times on my Twitter, but I can't remember. I'll try to say history repeats. But yeah, anything else you want to discuss, Craig? Now, I want to discuss something. Hold on. Yes. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Guess what is rallying, Craig, off the news last night, which we pinged in GTG? Guess what's up nearly at 2 ETH now?
Oh, the Kato NFTs.
Yeah. The Yappy Barras.
The Yappy Barras. Yeah, they pumped, did they? Did they pump on that tweet?
Yappy Barras 1.9. We're up 0.5 ETH, baby, inside a week. Let's go.
Yeah. What was the catalyst for that? Was it that?
I assume the tweet. Tweet.
They must be potentially looking at rewards for the NFT.
Right. I would agree. So a lot of people said that the NFT hasn't been rewarded, Craig. But if season 2 comes out, I think if you stake, if you own the NFT, if you obviously have some yaps, I think it'll be absolutely critical in that season 2, and I think you're going to be absolutely printing some cash.
Yeah, almost 2 ETH is good. What was all-time high? 14.
Yeah, 14 ETH.
Wow.
I don't know if we get to that sort of hype anymore.
Imagine that.
But I genuinely think this can push back towards 5 ETH very quickly. Like, I mean, if you look, like only 4% are listed. Unique ownership is very high, so it's not like people aren't holding this for the long run. I'm just trying to find this chart, guys. I'm trying to find this chart. I can't remember what it's called.
Imagine flipping it for a big pudgy.
I know. Well, oh, dude, imagine. Dude, that would actually be the trade, Craig. If they, I mean, I don't know.
Amazing.
9 ETH is a lot. So hold on, guys. Guys, I really want to find this for you. Okay. So Craig, you can take over for a minute.
Yeah. You're not looking for, I don't think it's Tulip Mania you're looking for, though.
What's that?
You know, Tulip Mania, but when just when tulips went crazy price wise.
Oh yeah. No. It's not that. I promise. You'll know this chart when I finally find it.
What was everyone's? What I wouldn't mind knowing is chat. What was your grind claim like money wise? What did you guys get? I heard. Am I correct that for the NFT holders you only got 10% of your total allo, and in a certain amount of time you can get the other 90% or something?
Is that right?
So I'm just waiting to see if that's true. Does anyone know? Is that right? Do we get more, can we claim more in a month or two? And also, what was the claim like? Did I see Chris on the timeline fudding it because he got $13?
Probably
something like that.
Craig, I found it, chat. I told you. I just need to go on my phone. I have it in my favorites. Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
Money, chat. This is exact. Pad said he got $10. Mate, go spoil yourself with the coffee today.
Yeah,
go
that's a flat white in Sydney, that is.
Yeah.
That's one flat white or latte. Small.
It's a one shot too, not a double shot.
And it's not almond milk for those who go that way either. I've seen that. It's fairly accurate too.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing to follow.
Yeah, so here we go. So A up the top is years in which panics have occurred and will occur again. 2019, COVID? What? Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. And then we come and have a look down here. So it says B is years of good times, high prices, and time to sell stocks, values of all kinds. 2026, chat. 2026, Craig.
Yep.
And then down the bottom it says years of hard times, low prices, and a good time to buy stocks and blah, blah, blah. Again, this was written, I don't even know, in the 1875. Holy, bro.
It's been some time.
But I mean, Craig, 2020, click sell. I'm clicking sell, baby.
Yeah,
I'm buying cash. I'm going to the bank and getting hundreds of thousands of dollars. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm going to stock up on the cash. But now, so what? Bearish in 32?
Says bearish in 32. So that still gives you time. That still gives you time to accumulate maybe BTC during this period here from 26 to 2032. And then 2035. So, I mean, that's 10 years from now, Craig. BTC up here, $1 million.
Yeah.
10x in 10 years? Maybe not. Maybe not quite. Maybe. What is chat? What do we all think, guys? What do we think?
I guess a decade's a while.
Yeah, it is a while.
But that was it could get close.
Yeah. But that's the one I was trying to refer to earlier, guys, where the time to probably scale out. I mean, like, Craig, it's not a bad time to take some profit when stocks are at all-time high, when BTC gets to all-time highs, all those sorts of things. Like, not a bad time at all. Now, the last one I want to pull up is the 18-year property cycle.
Yes.
Now, this one is UK-based, but it's pretty much worldwide. So I'll just try and get it up in a tab. But basically, it hasn't shown us directly the previous, but you can work it out, right? So 1983, okay, and here, hold on. Let me give you a little bit more because people might be a little bit confused. So let me bring up this one. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so it's an 18-year property cycle, all right, where you have recovery phase, mid-cycle deep, explosive phase, recession phase, okay? And historically, that has been pretty clear, right? 2007 peak, we dropped after that. 2008 was a global financial crisis. So 2011, I don't know, Craig, specifically, when did you buy your house? Maybe a little bit after that, a few more years after 2011. Is that right?
I bought mine in 2014.
Yeah, so I think that would have been a really, like, up until COVID, I think was a great time to probably buy a house. And then all of a sudden, we're just going absolutely nuts again. But if we take a look at this with a grain of salt, 2011, 18 years from 2011 is when? 2029. So does that mean in 2029 we're going to see the peak or the dip again in housing? I don't know. Well, do you think things like this? Because I know Jason Pizzino talks about this as well, Craig, and he's right up your alley. Do you think things like this will continue to play out?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right.
I think the housing market will pull back. Could be 29 to 32, somewhere in there. Yes, I think it will. Only because it's going to pull back at some point. Well, whether it'll be a collapse or not, I don't know. Depends what. Look, that also comes down to individual circumstances, because a collapse for you may not be a collapse for me.
Okay, talk to chat about that, because I'm sure a lot of people.
For example, the entry into my house was 500,000. It's worth about 1.2 to 1.3 now. Yeah. So if my house loses 50% overnight, I'm still up.
Yeah.
Whereby my neighbor across the road, they bought their place for $1 million. So 2x mine, they bought 2 years ago. If the housing market lose 50%, they're fucked. They're underwater 400 grand. Yeah. So in other words, the bank will be knocking on their door to pay the gap. So look, I'm in a pretty safe position where I bought. So I'm hoping we see a collapse, man. I want a collapse. I will buy. I'll buy my dream home.
Yeah.
Well, as my dream home for that moment in time.
So you still owe mortgage? So you bought 2014, so that's 11 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've still got a mortgage. I've still got a mortgage about 300 and something grand. So I'm in the green about 900,000 at the moment, which is outrageous in a decade. So basically 100 grand a year I've made. Although I've put about 200 grand into the house.
Yeah, I was about to say, you've been renovating and stuff, so that's fair. And you're drawing the equity out to do that, to help the house, or you haven't touched the equity?
I haven't touched equity at all.
Interesting.
So so I'm licking my lips for a collapse, man, because I wouldn't mind getting a $3 million home for about a mil, 1.5. That's about what I'm eyeing up, because the $3 million houses here are quite nice.
The tough part though is maybe the whole property market might suffer, but certain locations, Craig, will still retain value because they're highly sought after, right?
Yeah, correct. So it'll be different locations will have different dips, but I just mean in a generalized whole, it will go down. Whether it happens or not, I mean, I know the thing is, it feels like we're getting to that stage of the cycle where people say things like the property market can never go down. It can, because I've seen it go down. I was alive when it did, and I saw the property market eat shit. And then I know you could have people coming along going, yes, but that was a global financial crisis. It looks like we're loading up for another one, because that was about the 18.9 year real estate cycle. So it lines up with that fairly accurately. So,
Grindcoin's breaking out. And Breeze, just to break into this conversation, Breeze said he got $20 with a big pudgy and 2 other connections. Well, that's me. $20, Craig. That's not even worth me claiming. Hey, I'm in a new financial year. I don't need to be making that sort of money, okay?
No, that's too much.
That's too much.
Also, if you're meant to be linking your wallets, it's like, man, you don't really want to.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because I went to do it. I was chatting to Craig at the start of the show before we went live, and I went to do it on this computer. I don't have all my wallets on this computer for a safety reason, right?
Yeah.
But if you need to connect the wallet to this to claim, and I was like, well, what's the point of having the roles in the Discord? What's the point of connecting my Discord?
It's just fucking marketing, and it kills me. Because I don't want to connect my big pudgy wallet to some fucking $20 claim, bro. Fuck no. Dude,
no
way. Imagine if I lost my pudgy to claim $20. I'd be the
That's
biggest
what-
idiot. People be
that's
like,
what
"You're
I'm
an
like.
idiot," and I'll be like, "I know I am." Like,
No, look, I'm not. We're not here to fight. We're not here to fight. I'm saying, but we're talking about the process of crypto. That still is a big issue. Is the connect your wallet to claim these sort of proposals. Like,
it's
it's just
just I don't think it's acceptable at this stage of the
it
game,
kind
bro.
of needs. You know what they need? Soul bound tokens, Greg. They need to have proof that dude, chat.
Yeah,
Oh my God, that's
yeah,
revolutionary. Someone build it right now. Soul bound, so that
yeah,
it's like as soon as you like an on chain, something's tracking it. As soon as I click sell, okay, I lose the soul bound token. As soon as I click buy, I gain the soul bound token.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
that is how they distinguish. Guys, there's the tech revolution. There's 100 million right there. Go take it.
Agreed. Agreed. That would solve a lot of fucking shit, man.
Yeah.
I guess the reason why I'm disappointed is I thought that with the Discord roles, it would negate that risk factor for people. And it seems like that's not what it was doing. I'm like, why? Yeah, like you just said, why have the Discord roles? Because I thought that was great. Because then when I go and claim on my AGW, my abstract wallet,
It'll be
I,
like,
I'm safe or I feel safe. But it's just like, man, this just feels like 21 all over again. We're going to see people losing their apes and shit, except it's going to be pudgies this time around.
Can you easily get scammed for signing with your wallet? Well, if you sign your wallet to a scam website, correct. Yes, correct.
If you sign, you're basically signing whatever you're agreeing to whatever they want you to agree to. And unfortunately, sometimes behind the coding is things you don't want. I've been scammed like that. I've signed a gas transaction to do it, and that's exactly how they got me. So I'm just so weary now. Anywho, for $20, I'm not going to I'll burn that money. I don't even want it. I don't even want it.
It is disappointing. The fact that it's not like at least $100 for people, it just makes it not even worthwhile. Like you just said, like it's for me, I'm like the tax implications of that, just like why it doesn't like it just again, it just doesn't make sense for the security purposes. Again, we're not fighting ponds and all that ecosystem. We're not. It's just the process of crypto still that is. Guys, I just literally solved the $100 million problem right there. Soul bound, make it soul bound.
I would just like to see that sort of thing cleaned up because it could be done in a way that's so safe for people. It's just a bit of a bummer. It's also a bit of a bummer that everyone got so hyped. Look, I don't know. Like maybe it is only 90%, and there's a lot more to be able to claim. But
yeah, true. Is that a full unlock? We don't know.
Yeah, so it just feels if that is the full unlock, it just feels to me perhaps this was a big marketing stunt. That's what I kind of feel like I've been used for marketing. Then, like if I get $10, bro, because the tweets I put out about it to me are worth more than $10.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like my tweets went giga viral on Grind. Like,
to be honest, well played, Pons. You fucking got me. You got me working for your bags. I mean, I said on a stream yesterday, I was hoping for about $1,000.
$1,000.
Now I feel like a fucking idiot. So yeah, I guess instead of $1,000, I got $10 or 20.
Yeah, I don't even know, guys. If it's not worth it, I'm just not going to go click button. I'm trying to reduce. I don't even know because of abstract, because of Solana, Memecoins and stuff. I had like 40,000 transactions in the last financial year, Craig. So and my accountant, like he billed me for it. And I was like, dude, is it really that much? He's like, yeah, bro, you got 30,000 plus transactions. I was like, okay, fair. Yeah.
Oh, bro, I'll tell you a crazy story. Tell you a quick crazy story before we go. So I went to do my wife's, she got locked out of her tax with the government about a year ago.
On the ATO website?
Yep.
Okay.
So I went to file her tax return last year for 22-23. And as I went to hit submit, it kicked me out and it unlinked her tax with the government, right?
Yeah.
Get this, dude. Someone had hacked her tax, changed her phone number, so they couldn't contact her, changed her email, then filed 2 tax returns on her behalf.
Yeah, and got money.
And they made it 0, so they said you get no income. So in Australia, if you say you've got no income because we've got a child, you get a benefit.
No way.
About $11,000. So they claimed $11,000 2 years in a row, changed the bank account for the claim, got the credit sent there. I've gone to do it. So Charlotte spent my wife spent the last yeah, trying to get back in. Because when she's calling
Yeah,
them,
you have to prove that it's you. Yeah.
she had to resend everything in because whoever it was completely changed all her details. So when she even went to verify herself, it was the wrong info.
That's nuts.
Fucking crazy, bro. So we only managed to get it unlocked yesterday. So then we can do her tax returns. So some clever fucker tried to claim 20 grand, man. So
It's actually, that's not the first time I've heard of something like that. So I went recently. I went through, because particularly in Australia, we had huge data leaks with Medibank,
yeah,
with Optus, and a few others. So
yeah.
I went back and changed all my logins. I put
Should do it, man.
two-factor
Like, that was smart.
authentication. I put Face ID. Like, I did so much stuff because, like, again, like same as you, like in crypto, like, because we're earning a little bit more money now and my business is through that, I'm like, well, I'm probably a high target. So I need to make sure it's all like proper set up. So yeah, that's nuts, man. I'm glad to hear you got it back, but isn't it just this? I hate the world. Like, I love the world because its technology is improving, but I hate the world, man. Like, all these scammers and shit worldwide, just like, bro, I don't know if it's a culture thing. I don't know if it's an ethics thing. I don't know if it's they come from a low society, like a low socioeconomic, so they just think the best way to do it is to steal, to scam, right? Like, some of these people that do this, right? They are probably some of the smartest people in the world and could do so many good things, right, for the world. But here they are scamming you and me, scamming. I get calls all the time. I get texts. Like, it's just like, I literally just like, bro, it's just annoying, man.
You know what the craziest part was? This is what I found quite funny. They filed both tax returns and they didn't even get audited, bro. So they just put down zero earnings and the ATO's gone no problemo for 2 years in a row. I'm like, why didn't that trigger instantly?
I have a hesitation. An old accountant of mine told me that they were still only, at least for crypto, they were only auditing back to 2021. This was about last year or the year before. So they could be a few years behind the auditing.
Yeah, so I was kind of like, I should have just fucking shut my mouth because we owe money. So that's the funny part. When we were ringing them up to say we need to get in, they were like, it's kind of like someone's filed tax returns. We actually owe you money. So if you could just unlock it, that'd be fantastic because you guys are going to fucking come down on us.
Surely you can like claim like something there and not have to pay that. Like, surely there's some like
hardship, eh?
Yeah, like, bro, like we didn't even know, and now you tell me I owe money. Like, that's BS. We got scammed.
Oh no, I know we owe money. We owe money because obviously she's on an ABN and things like that. So no, I know because we hadn't paid. She hadn't paid tax for that year. So that's why I was surprised the return that scammer did for 2 years in a row didn't get fucking flagged because essentially, if she earned nothing, we can't afford to live. So anywho. Good to get it cleared up because no doubt if that was left as is, we'd get a phone call at some point saying this isn't adding up. And that would have been so stressful, man. Imagine if I didn't realize that had been, bro, when I was checking yesterday afternoon and I'm like, who the fuck is filing this? And also, not only that, whose bank account is this? It wasn't even our bank account. It was a bank called ANP.
Oh, I would lose. I'd be calling the cops, bro.
I felt sick, man. I was like, oh, here we go. Like, someone's full fucking us.
That's wild. Yeah.
And also, what I found really interesting is they changed her number by a 1 at the front. Now, anyone who works for the ATO should know that number doesn't exist, right?
Yeah.
So the person who's rung up and said, I'm changing my phone number, put a 1 at the start.
Bro.
That sounds like an inside job, bro.
That's hectic, man. That's hectic.
So is their call center dumb enough to go, oh, there's a 1 in the front?
I mean, sometimes you talk to these people on all these like things and you wonder if they're even in our country sometimes.
I don't think they are. Hello, Craig, dear. Yes.
Yeah. I'm not, and again, not being racist or anything like this, but like you generally talk to people, you're like, wait, are you seriously
usually
in my
Filipino?
It's you, and I'm like, okay, is that because the hub is not in Australia, but this is an Australian product? It's so bizarre. It is literally so bizarre.
Tax. You're like, anyway. So long story short, the tax department completely got fooled by these guys. So I'm like, shucks, man. It is a risky time to, it's weird. It's just weird. What an interesting scam that you do a tax return, say you earn no money, and so you get you get a refund of 11 grand if you earn no money.
Yeah, that's
how does that work?
But you said if you have a kid, it must be to do with that.
Yeah, so it's to do with that. So it must be a
Because
hardship payment.
Because otherwise, if you earn up to what $18,000, it's tax free. So
yeah, it's anywho. So that's how that's how people know money make money. I guess they claim it's anyhow.
that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, surely they can track that bank account and literally be like, bang, 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 go to jail.
I almost guarantee that bank account has been opened with fake ID.
Yeah, more than
and that's
likely.
why the bank was a bank called AMP and not one of the big four. Because it'll
Yeah.
be one you don't have to go into physically to open an
The
account.
KYC, exactly. And people complain about KYC. I'm like,
It's
bro,
important on
sometimes
banks, bro.
KYC is a good thing. I'm like, sometimes it's a good thing to have
Because
KYC.
that's the exact off ramp that the scammers use. Because then if you get an FPOS card, then they can go. That what they'll do is they'll just send a mate, some young kid, to go draw the money from the ATM.
Well, it's same as crypto, right? Where all my money was tracked to was a non-KYC exchange, and it went either through the exchange out somewhere else, or they withdrew it on that exchange. So like, and then that exchange actually got back to us and said, no, it's through a third party that runs transactions through. So it's, bro, it happens in Web 2, it happens in Web 3. It's nuts, man. It's absolutely nuts. So sometimes a lot of people, I don't want to KYC. And I'm like, honestly, dude, it's probably a good thing to KYC sometimes. Like, particularly if you're dealing with a lot of money, don't be afraid of KYC. Don't be afraid of security. As much as the scam was shit for me, and it ruined me a bit for a week there, I had to let it go. I wrote a piece about it the other night. I tweeted it. I had to let it go, and I had to move on. Like, there's no, like, you can't do anything about the past. You can only worry about the present. So a lot of people do get caught up on that. But yeah, pretty much, it's pretty crazy. So I did a full security audit, and it changed so much. Like, so yeah, that's my situation right now. But anyways, Craig, big show today. I know you got to bounce. You got to go check out your arm and whatnot. So mate, I hope you get all the good news there, and hopefully you don't have to go for surgery, and it's just a simple fix over the next week or so. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Lots of questions today, which is great. Lots of chat. We're obviously here live every day, guys, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 9 a.m.
Greeny, wait till you see what I've got arriving.
What?
For my stream. Lighting, everything, bro. It's going to go fucking...
I chatted to my wife yesterday. I mean, anytime I jump on a call, all the people on the call like, wow, I get the full stream set up. I'm like, hell yeah, bro. I'm at my desk. I'm working. You get the full stream set up. They're like, sick. I want to get lighting, kind of like Finn's lighting. I really vibe with the green LED.
I got some RGB lights.
This is my current light. I want to get like a big like one that's not so like in your face. Like, I mean, if I shine this at you, like, it's just like, that's not nice. Like, that's not even on a higher setting. Like, so like, imagine that, looking at that, guys, that's probably not good for my eyes over the long term. So I want to find like those big ones. And then I want to like, so that's kind of like just subtle up here. And then I also really want to get LED, like for the back up there, probably maybe even like under the couch here and whatnot. I've got a lot of rainbow going on. I just noticed. I didn't even notice that. A lot of vibrant colors, but I like that. So it's kind of cool. So definitely, I want to get LED. Craig, I can't wait to see the new setup. Have you fixed your mic too?
Nah, so that's the next thing. That's my next thing I've got to fucking fix. So got the lighting arriving. So I've got what you spoke about, the key light, the Elgato, I think it's called.
Yeah.
I got two of those lights.
Amazon?
Sorry?
Did you buy it on Amazon or just on the website?
I think Amazon. So I've got one, but I need the second because I need the one there. You've got the one there. You've got the one there. And then I've got RGB lights coming, which they're on like a stand.
Yeah. Oh shit, bro. You're getting a full setup. I love it.
Yeah. So two RGB lights that side that reflect whatever light I want onto the curtains there.
Oh, sick, bro. I love that. Oh, I love that.
I'm going full streamer, man. I'm going fucking.
That's good, though. That's good.
It will be because this background's too boring, so I'm going to sex it up a bit.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, mine's got a bit going on, which is
yours
good.
Yours is good. No, yours is good.
Lighting. I need to fix lighting because I only have a window here, and I used to have the desk there, and it was just like, so now I've kind of switched it up a little bit. But I should have bought this before the end of financial year yesterday. I didn't even think about this. And a new camera.
And a new camera, Greeny. I got a new camera.
Oh, what'd you go with?
Also the Elgato. I didn't go with I think, do you have the Sony?
The Sony's, whatever PO recommended me. Sony's ZV-1, ZV-1 E10 or something like that.
So, it's all right. No, this one's a bit cheaper. I think it's the Elgato. It's the same brand as that does the key lights.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to do a bit of research today about this. I might go for a shop and go buy some things.
So yeah, get ready for that, guys. You're going to see full fucking Twitch Craig coming out. So cracked out lighting.
Do you have a stream deck? I have an audio deck, not a stream deck. Maybe I need to buy a stream deck.
A stream deck, what's that, sound effects and stuff?
Yeah, it's sound effects, changes, like, so you can be like, I can put my screen over here. I can just press one button and it puts it up rather than
transitions and things.
Yeah, yeah, it makes it so much easier. And I don't know.
I don't have one, but I have considered. I've looked at it. So yeah, hopefully, look, that lighting should arrive in the next couple of days. That'll be cool. And also, all our stream branding should get updated the next few days too, Greeny. So people should start to notice the quality increasing. So things are happening, guys, in the background. Sexy things. Visually, you guys, your eyes are going to be turned on, guys, very soon.
I love it, guys. All right. Well, as always, don't forget to check out GTG, guys. The sale has ended. So there's a huge 60% sale that has ended as of yesterday. So the link's still there. You can still come and join one of the best supportive communities worldwide who trade cryptocurrency and educate you to become a better trader every single day. Craig, have a lovely Tuesday, mate. Hope the meeting goes well. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Greeny. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, chat. Thanks for all the tips as well. Cheers.
Yeah.